Greetings, Internet marketers. This is Craig Smith with Trinity Insight with another Trinity Insight educational screencast. Today's topic is part 2 of the Destination Page 1 series, creating an SEO-friendly site architecture. To fully leverage the opportunity that search engines provide, your site must be configured and architected properly. By developing the proper site structure and framework for your website, you will be able to be more effective in targeting your high-value keywords, as well as creating a website that search engine spiders can crawl more effectively. This presentation will provide you with the knowledge to make this happen and hopefully increase your indexation and visits within natural search. Enough talk, let's get started. Here's the agenda for this topic. First, we will discuss why site architecture is important within an SEO strategy and provide a foundation of knowledge to the basics relating to search engine penetration and indexing. Next, we're going to look at some of the primary areas of focus that should be assessed as you are going through your on-site SEO planning efforts. We'll then discuss best practices within this area, as well as outline some of the common pitfalls within site architecture and what you need to fix for SEO. Lastly, we'll provide some free tools to help you in getting this process right. Crafting the proper SEO site architecture is not rocket science, but it's not easy either, and it requires the usage of third-party tool sets to make the process much more seamless. So why is site architecture important for SEO? The first reason is that search engines rely on site architecture to map pages to keyword phrases. And by incorporating the most advantageous terms into your navigational taxonomy and within your core HTML, you are facilitating the proper targeting of your pages. Your site architecture also helps search spiders in doing their job. Their job is to come to your site and efficiently go through and assess the page landscape and the corresponding content. By providing a clean architecture and by not having spider traps in your site, you increase your ability to get completely crawled. For those who are not familiar with what a spider trap is, it is essentially an endless loop for which a crawler gets stuck on your website. Frequently, this happens with 404 pages that aren't properly configured. Google also rewards webmasters to some extent with clean code, as it reduces the amount of energy for which their crawlers have to exert in crawling a site. A good practice is to assess your site in one of the free HTML validators on the web. See what type of errors are returned and assess the impact within natural search. All of these things can allow your business to be proactive towards SEO from an on-site perspective and can be a very effective way to increase your long-tail traffic. In improving site architecture for SEO, you really want to concentrate on 4 primary areas. First, you want to assess your information architecture, as we previously discussed, and ensure that it includes the keywords you are targeting. Information architecture is essentially the page flow within your website and how pages interconnect. Within this navigational schema, as well as within your body text interlinking, the core phrases you're looking to target must be linking to other pages on your website. Doing so allows your business to better leverage its internal link juice, otherwise known as PageRank. You then want to ensure that you've eliminated all duplicate content and broken links within your domain. Both duplicate content and broken links trigger negative factors within Google's algorithm, and by fixing these areas, you again help crawlers to do their job more effectively, and you're rewarded. Lastly, you want to ensure that only one primary URL exists for your site. Many times, webmasters have both a www and a non-www version of a website live on the web. This is described as canonicalization, and this must be fixed. The easiest way is to redirect your domain on the non-www version to the www version using a 301 or permanent redirect. You can also log into your Google Webmaster Tools to tell the search engine which version you want indexed as your primary site. As far as best practices, the first and most important component is to craft your initial taxonomy based upon research data. You must name your pages, both within the navigation and within the page titles, by the terms that you want to target. You then want to leverage 301 redirects on any old pages on your server and point them to new ones. This will help remove some of the clutter within the search engines. And again, it's highly valued by the engines when a new site launches because the URL structure has changed dramatically and you're helping them do their job. Another progressive tactic is to use no-follow attributes on links to overhead pages. An overhead page on your site could be a privacy policy page, it could be a shopping cart page. These are pages you want indexed, but do not necessarily want to receive page rank and rank well. By using these tags, no link juice flows to these pages, and your core merchandising pages receive a higher distribution. This tactic is being embraced more and more by many retailers and has received the stamp of approval from Matt Cutts at Google, saying it meets their guidelines. Lastly, you want to make sure that you have an updated XML sitemap for your domain. Many retailers still use text-based sitemaps, and although these work, you're much better off in leveraging the XML protocol that has been agreed upon by all the engines. By uploading the XML file to a location on your server, and by letting engines know exactly where the file location is, you'll ensure that your site's getting a complete crawl of the pages that are provided. To learn more about the XML sitemap protocol, I highly recommend visiting sitemaps.org, the uniform protocol for XML sitemaps agreed upon by Google, Yahoo, and MSN. All right, so we've talked about some of the best practices within site architecture, but how do you know if your site has problems? Here are some cues to find out which things to fix. First, see if your URLs include dynamic parameters, such as a question mark or an ampersand. These characters, known as stop characters, can sometimes cause problems with site indexation. It's been rumored that search engines have filters that look for a specific number of stop characters, and that when a URL reaches this number, the page isn't crawled. A rumor we've heard is that the number is 5. If you have dynamic URLs with stop characters, a much better solution is to potentially implement what's called mod rewrite on your web server. This allows for your URLs to be rewritten in a much more clean format and include target phrases. To do this, however, you must be running your website on an Apache web server. Next, you want to look and see if your site has partial indexation. You can assess your indexation within all 3 search engines by conducting a site query in Google or at Yahoo, or by using one of the many free tools that are out there on the web today. A good one for assessing site indexation is marketleap.com. If your site has indexing problems, i.e. the pages on your site are not in the Google file cabinet, then you know you have some work to do to improve. Many times, this number can vary greatly across engines and change very frequently. Many times, indexation problems can be caused by the poor distribution of link juice. Again, link juice is a slang term for page rank, and you can alleviate pages from not receiving page rank by linking to them in your footer file, which is replicated throughout your whole site within your template. Also, and to reiterate what was previously mentioned, look to remove duplicate content from the web by no following duplicate pages on your site. A good example of pages to be removed could be a guided navigation filtering page that's provided by many e-commerce site search vendors. These pages, while great for users, are horrible for search engines. It provides thousands of new pages for search engines to crawl and really doesn't provide any new content relative to the core page before the filtering. So here are some tools to help you get you on your way with optimizing your site architecture. First, you want to create an account at the site diagnostic tools that are provided by all 3 search engines: Webmaster Tools at Google, Site Explorer at Yahoo, and Webmaster Center at MSN. These tools outlined in the first bullet will help you get important information and alerts direct from the engines themselves, as well as getting great data on what you need to do to best position your sites in these engines for maximum exposure. You then want to generate a sitemap, and a great free tool is xml-sitemaps.org. This tool will allow you to generate an XML version of your sitemap effortlessly and with no headaches. Next, you also want to locate a free XHTML validator online and run your site in it against the validator. This will help you in finding code errors as well as locating nesting issues within your code, which to some extent can be affecting Google. You will also want to use an automated broken link finder to reduce the number of pages on your site that is leading to garbage pages, i.e. pages who aren't delivering any content. Lastly, and most important, consider implementing, again, a mod rewrite within your URLs if you're running on Apache. This module will help you tailor your URLs with valuable phrases embedded in them, while at the same time removing negative stop characters from your URL. That wraps up this educational screencast on site architecture and SEO. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and please let us know if you have any questions or feedback at info at trinityinsight.com. Best of luck in getting your site architecture improved, and have a great rest of the day. We look forward to seeing you soon with another Trinity Insight screencast. Have a great day.